All right, so you saw that. We're going to talk about appraisal value versus assessed value. Um, a lot of times people get that confused and don't know the difference between the two or haven't heard of either one. So let's start with the assessed value. The assessed value is set by the county tax assessor. So in Dallas, for example, it's the Dallas County Appraisal District that sets your assessed value, meaning that's the amount of that's your home value that they are assessing your property taxes on. So let's say your property tax rate is 2.7% and your assessed value is 300,000, then it's 2.7% of 300,000 is what you're paying taxes on. Now, there are lots of ins and outs to this that I'm not going to go into a whole lot. For example, if you bought a property today for 300,000, but it's on the tax rolls for 100,000, they can't just automatically raise it to 300,000 right off the bat. So there's limits to how much they can do. So check in with the county assessor for that. But that's the assessed value, and it has really nothing to do with market value. People sometimes confuse the two and say the assessed value is a market value, but it's, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, sometimes it's over, sometimes it's under. So it just depends. So the appraisal value, on the other hand, is something that we do on the lending side to ensure that you are paying an accurate amount for that property that you're buying. That protects you and that protects us, because in the end, we are the owner of the asset until you've paid it off. Until you paid off the mortgage, the bank owns the property more or less. So we need to make sure that the value that you're paying is actually a fair market value. And the there's two in the mortgage process. There are really two approvals that you need to be mindful of. The first approval is you, as the property buyer. You're being approved for income, assets, and your credit worthiness to make sure that you can afford to buy this property. But then there's a secondary approval process, which is the property. Okay, and part of that is having a survey that's agreeable, acceptable. The other part of that is having an appraisal that shows that the property is worth what you're paying for. In the case of buying a condo, there is actually a third approval process, because we have to approve the homeowners association and the management of that condo complex. So that gets even more, complex, so to speak. And so those are the differences between appraisal value and assessed value. Um, and just FYI, the tax appraiser, the tax assessor, properly called, they've gotten very sophisticated about getting information. Even if they don't know the exact sales price, they get pretty close most of the time. And ask your real estate professional how to fight the taxes, and they'd be happy to help you with that. So if you have any further questions about appraisal value versus assessed value, by all means, reach out to me, call me, email me, text me. Be happy to help. All right. Hope to see you soon and have a great day. Bye.